Welcome back to Offside Talk, your go-to podcast for the latest in world football. Ethan, the last 24 hours have been a whirlwind. Shall we dive in?
Let's do it. The transfer market is buzzing, and some stories are absolutely wild. Let's start with what might be the biggest shock. Marcus Rashford heading to Barcelona on loan.
Unreal, right? I mean, Rashford's been a core part of United for years. A move to Barça, even on loan, feels massive. And the timing, right before United's preseason wrap-up?
It suggests that Rashford either needed a fresh start or that United are really shifting direction. Barcelona might be taking a gamble, but if Rashford hits form, it could be a brilliant bit of business.
It's also interesting how this fits into the bigger picture, especially with Ekitiké officially joining Liverpool for a fee in the £69-79 million range.
Liverpool are not messing around this summer. Ekitiké is young but explosive, and Klopp clearly sees something special in him. The big question, how quickly can he adapt?
Yeah, replacing Firmino is no small task, but Ekitiké brings a different flavor. He's raw, but his instincts and movement are sharp. I'm curious to see if he's used centrally or rotated across the front.
And speaking of strategy, Arsenal are about to close a £55 million deal for Victor Gyökeres. This is a signing fans have been whispering about for months.
Absolutely. Gyökeres has been phenomenal in Portugal, a real force in front of goal. This could be the striker Arsenal have been looking for to push them further.
He's strong, clinical, and works hard off the ball. Arteta might finally have that all-rounded forward he needs to rotate with Jesus or take over when injuries hit.
Now, switching from transfers to club planning, Liverpool's CEO recently addressed the club's £300 million summer spree, saying it's part of a long-term strategy post-title win.
It's refreshing to see a CEO front the media like that. He emphasized that spending isn't reckless, it's calculated. Bringing in talent like Ekitiké, bolstering midfield and defense, it all adds up.
And he mentioned that success breeds growth. With the Premier League title fresh in memory, the board clearly wants to cement Liverpool at the top for years to come.
On a different note, Gibbs-White just signed a new contract with Nottingham Forest until 2028. That's a big statement, especially with Spurs circling.
It is. Forest clearly see him as a key figure, and it's rare to see a young English midfielder turn down a bigger club to continue building something. That loyalty could pay off.
It also signals Forest's intent to grow with a core group of talent. They're not just surviving, they're planning.
Let's shift to international headlines. England and Spain are prepping for the Women's Euro 2025 final, and fan anticipation is through the roof.
These moments are great for the women's game. The visibility, the excitement, it's driving the next generation of talent.
Stick around. In part 2, we'll talk Isak's transfer dilemma, FIFA's African expansion, and a bizarre transfer story out of Italy.
Let's jump into the Isak saga. Reports are swirling that Alexander Isak wants to leave Newcastle, with Liverpool and even Saudi clubs showing interest.
Eddie Howe isn't having it, though. He's adamant Isak is part of the club's future. But with big bids reportedly on the table, this one might not be over yet.
It's hard. Isak's been a standout since joining, powerful, creative, and still developing. But players want Champions League football, and if Newcastle can't guarantee that,
then it's decision time. And let's not forget, Newcastle need to balance ambition with FFP constraints. Selling Isak might make room for reinvestment.
Speaking of messy transfers, did you see what happened with Corrie Ndaba and Lecce? The Italian club announced his signing before the paperwork was finalized.
That's wild. It caused confusion at Kilmarnock, and fans didn't know if it was real or just another rumor. Turns out, Lecce jumped the gun. Very unprofessional.
Definitely messy, but it also shows how eager clubs are to get ahead of the transfer race. Everyone wants to be first to announce, even if the ink isn't dry.
Let's move to something more strategic. FIFA just opened a major African regional office in Rabat. That's a big move with deep implications.
Absolutely. FIFA has been saying they want to invest in grassroots development across Africa, and this shows they're putting action behind those words.
It's also political. Placing an HQ in Morocco, which has a strong bid history, signals long-term plans. Maybe another World Cup push?
Could be. Morocco has infrastructure, popularity, and now global positioning. If this boosts the African football ecosystem, it's a win for the game.
Let's wrap this part with a feel-good story, the Lionesses. After their extra-time win over Italy, they're not just going to the final, they're already planning a celebration.
There's talk of a parade through London if they win against Spain. It's the kind of recognition that women's football deserves, and fans are already buzzing.
And honestly, even getting this far has been huge. Attendance is up, young girls are tuning in, and players are becoming household names.
That's what makes football beautiful. Stories beyond the goals, emotion, impact, and unity.
Don't go anywhere. In part 3, we'll break down how these transfers will tactically impact their clubs and what fans are saying about them. Don't go anywhere. In part 3, we'll break down how these transfers will tactically impact their clubs and what fans are saying about them.
Starting with Rashford of Barcelona, tactically, Xavi gains a direct winger who adds pace and vertical runs, especially in transition.
Rashford's ability to cut in from the left and shoot or lay it off is exactly what Barça have lacked. He'll likely rotate with Rafinha and Ferran Torres, but bring a different dynamic.
For Liverpool, Ekitiké could be a game changer if he adapts quickly. Klopp's system needs pressing forwards with energy, and Ekitiké fits the bill.
Plus, his link-up play will be key. He could work well with Diaz or Salah, and if he rotates with Nunez, that front line becomes unpredictable.
Arsenal's possible signing of Gyökeres adds a target man presence that changes how Arteta can attack low blocks. More crosses, more hold-up play.
And it relieves pressure from Saka and Martinelli. With Gyökeres occupying defenders, they get more freedom to create.
For Forest, keeping Gibbs-White means tactical consistency. He's their playmaker, and now they can continue building around him.
Especially in that number 10 role. He connects midfield and attack, and his decision to stay shows trust in the club's project.
Let's not forget McAtee at City. If Pep gives him minutes, McAtee could be an interior midfielder who links short passes and makes late box runs. Very David Silva-like.
And via keeping Martinez preserves their defensive identity. He commands the back line and brings experience, which is crucial for a team pushing for European spots.
Tactically, the Lionesses are evolving too. Their setup against Spain will be key. Do they sit deep and counter or go head-to-head with possession?
Their strength has been adaptability. Against Italy, they showed grit. Against Spain, they'll need tempo control and tight defensive lines.
On the fan side, Rashford's loan sparked debate. Some say he's washed, others say he just needs a new environment.
Barcelona fans seem cautiously optimistic. United fans, mixed feelings. It's a gamble, but one that could pay off.
Liverpool fans are excited but nervous about Ekitiké's price tag. Same goes for Arsenal fans with Gyökeres. Big fees come with big expectations.
It's going to be fascinating to watch how these signings shape early season tactics and fan mood.
In our final part, we'll look ahead. Bold predictions, what's next in the market, and which stories are still developing. Stay with us. All right, let's kick off with predictions. I think Rashford will surprise a lot of people. He might just become a key player for Barça by October.
I agree. If he gets regular minutes and stays injury-free, we could see the old Rashford back. Confident, clinical, and creative.
For Liverpool, I'm predicting Ekitiké finishes the season with at least 12 goals in all competitions. He has the skill. It's just about adapting fast.
That's bold, but fair. And I think Arsenal's Gyökeres will prove critics wrong. If the deal goes through, he'll make a strong start.
On the women's side, I say the Lionesses win the final 2-1 with Toon scoring the winner. Their momentum is unreal right now.
I'll go even further. If they win, women's football in England enters a new era. Sponsorships, stadium crowds, youth academies, all will explode.
Back to transfers. Don't be surprised if Konate ends up at Real Madrid by deadline day. They're quietly aggressive in the market.
And if McAtee doesn't get minutes soon, expect him to push for a January loan. He needs development time, and City's squad is deep.
I'm also watching Isak closely. If Liverpool make a late move, that could be the saga of the final week.
For me, it's Morgan Gibbs-White. If Forest overperform, he'll become one of the most talked about English midfielders by winter.
Let's not forget the emotional stuff. Finley Curtis's goal might just earn him a fast track into Rangers' senior plans. The fans already adore him.
Football is so much more than transfers. It's stories, people, passion, and these last 24 hours have given us a bit of everything.
Couldn't agree more. And we'll be right here bringing it all to you. The good, the shocking, the unbelievable.
Thanks for joining us on Offside Talk. Let us know in the comments which move or moment stood out to you most.
And tell us what you want us to talk about next. Transfer rumors, tactical breakdowns, club drama. We've got you covered.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the podcast. Until next time, stay passionate, stay curious, and stay in play.